we'll be doing the new stuff. We're going to be doing all the new hotness on this playthrough instead of the old stuff. So, in the last episode, we got a brief tour of the realms done. Or last stream, I should say. I'm going to chop these up into multiple episodes. We got Cursed Farmer done, and we got Mad Wizard done. And during Mad Wizard, we did a deep push. We got 2.62 EO4% gold, or 2.62 EO4 favor, I should say. And if you'll note, oh my god, I totally didn't realize. I thought that was going to be enough to make all of these green. They're not. Oh boy, did I underestimate that. Okay, so we need a lot more favor, folks. So we did Cursed Farmer, Mad Wizard. Looks like we're going to hop into Beast, because Beast Intention shows easy, but Terror in the Dark doesn't, and that's the next storyline adventure. So, Beast Intentions. Going into Beast Intentions with, yet again, the intention of a beastly deep run for favor. That's what we're going into this with. We're also going to spend some of this favor on blessings once we get in, too. So, also realize I really need to save my formation because I totally forgot last time. Totally forgot. But yeah, all right. So we're not going to, even though this says complete area 50, we're going to go deep. We're going to go deep. All right. We now have 1, 2, 3 familiars. I'm going to take this one over here and put it on my upgrade click damage. To start, though, because that is more important right off the bat than leveling up champions. We will level up champions eventually. All right, let's hop in to the blessings page. So the main thing I want to have always, warnings enabled. Warnings enabled. The pop-up that comes up with warnings enabled is it's perfect. Just do what it says. Do what it says, folks. Hello, Dan Slover, Chaos, Ricardoso. Thank you for 16 months. Ricardoso, much appreciated. Did we unlock Zariel yet? No. Are you chicken just flat out lies about its difficulty level? Well, here's the thing. So, and this is good information because these are all new player videos we're going to put up on YouTube. The difficulty rating that changes colors from red to green is entirely based off the amount of favor you have. It is not based on the actual difficulty of the adventure or variant compared to, the power you have on your account. And so once you understand that, things become easier. Because then you realize you got to read the restriction to know if you can do it or not. All right, so I'm going to go into, this is straight up all champions damage. I want that until it tells me no. Tell me no. This is whenever it goes, are you sure you want to spend that? You go, nope. Nope. I don't really care about the cooldown on my champion's base attacks right now. I would like to see, can I afford this? Nope, I can't. Okay. So that's it. We got 3 upgrades. We're doing 150% more damage, and that's fine. The rest of this favor is going to give us gold find up here. You can see straight off 2.59 EO, 4% gold find. So we're making a lot of money. We're making a lot of money, and that's what we want to do. So I want to get. Notice I'm just putting 1 point into each of these champions, really, because what I was trying to do is get to Jarlaxle. I really want to put, my gold's going to go into click damage right now, and then it's going to go into Jarlaxle to see if we can get Jarlaxle up to his gold find boosts, just to make us even more gold. I'm not going to put it anywhere else, even though it's cheap through here, because these familiars are killing everything for me right now. We don't need to upgrade these. These will help me get through some barricades in a bit, if there are any on this adventure. I don't remember. But right now we just want to focus on click damage. Click damage at the start of the run, and then we stop, and then we focus on champions. Alright. Alright, Ricardo, so taxes paid. Hey, Seasfun, Texag, hello. Did I get random season favor to convert to along with the time gate pieces? I did. I did get 6 time gate pieces, and then we looted our first one for some reason from the other thing. And then I got like 1. I got 1 season I got 1 extra favor from season. That was silly. I don't know what this is. Just no favor. I don't know. Yeah, so it wasn't really helpful. It wasn't helpful or abusive at all, which is fine. Which is fine. Alright, so as always, I'm watching the level of my click damage compared to the area number I'm on. As long as the level down here is equal to or greater than the area number up here, then we keep putting points into click damage. We keep putting points into click damage. Hey, Lediath. Yeah, new account hype. On my main account last night, I was beating my head against that Briv gem farm. I decided to do a deep run on my main account in Torm, and I went from E76 favor to E97 favor. Bled one off, so it'd be down to E96, and then tried to move my wall, my reset up, and it just, I mean, I kind of found the right place for it in terms of where the click damage, where it needs to hit after click damage. But getting the champions to create the right amount of stacks consistently has eluded me so far. So later tonight I'll work on that. We're not doing that on stream. We're just doing new account streams for the foreseeable future. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that on. I'll beat my head against that on GG2E next week or something. And good job to everybody that plays Raid with us. We lost our clan versus clan tournament. It was close. They sniped us at their last second, but everybody did a pretty good job. I'll be adding more people to the clan this week, probably. Most likely. Wow, Laylokin. E111. I don't have anything above E100. I've never seen E100 for favor on my account. Like, at all. Oh, what am I doing, folks? I forgot. The first rule of deep runs is if you got epics, hop on. Ah, that's better. That's better. Thank you, Project Crew. 17 months, Twitch Prime. That is much appreciated. I do have some lower level potions now of other things, so we can do even more stuff on this run than we could before. Looks like we're aiming. I mean, so far we're up at a level 30 down here, but we're only about halfway there, so we might be able to push this into the 40s or even past 50 with click damage. Keep going. We also today, when it drops, we will I will review the new Events 2.0 blog live. Should be coming out in what, about 45 minutes or so? Should be. And as always, I want to keep I'm going to be paying attention to any new player cues, any new player tutorial stuff like that comes up. Is it appropriate? And of course, we should probably look at while we're doing this. What does our collection say? So I did get confirmation from Pete that right now this is just a jumble. It's just all dumped in, and it's not in any particular order. And that they do have a plan for that. And basically it's going to be data driven. They just has to be out for a little while, and then it'll basically be, hey, what are the ones that everybody got completed right away versus the ones that it took people longer, and then it'll be ordered like that, which will arrange it in kind of the easiest to complete to hardest complete kind of situation. And I gave a lot of feedback about this stuff. So, we're on the path of completing 5 adventures in the Grand Tour campaign. This is more of a long-term, well, medium-term goal, I should say, medium-term. This we don't, I mean, we'll unlock this, but we aren't going to go there right away. We'll do that later. We actually do have the time gate pieces for this, but normally we wouldn't. Normally we would only have 1 time gate piece, so this would be a long ways off. Unlocking a skin isn't something I'm targeting right now with gems. This is a free-to-play account, so it wouldn't be with cash either, but so this will sit for a while. Unlocking 16 champions, that's going to happen when the event drops on Wednesday. We'll actually go from the 13 we have now to at least to 18 during the event, but probably 19, because I feel like we'll unlock Drizzt during that period as well. We'll sign a feat soon, maybe even on this run. Working on this by opening chests. Working on this by we got to buy chests. The silver chests are where our gems are going right now. Variants will be forced to do some after this adventure. We're either going to be doing a free play for more favor after this adventure, or we'll be doing variants. It depends on how much favor we get. And then, of course, the favor is going to feed into blessings. Familiars are more of a medium-term thing with gems. 5 adventures, again, real straightforward. That doubles up with the one above. And 5 variants doubles up as well. Just some of the, there we go. Now we got the gold find boosted. And we'll throw some people in. That's going to boost the gold find even more with a hitch in. So now, yeah, our gold find's now going to just rocket up. Our click damage will go well past 50. Which lets us just fly through this early part of the game. Yeah, blog live read. Oh yeah. New account 2.0 run later? Well, there's the blog for Events 2.0 is coming out now. Events 2.0 will come out on Wednesday, and so we'll do that on the new player account on Wednesday. I'll actually have to double up. I'll have to do it on my main account and the new player account at the same time, so we can make the guide. So we can make the guide for that. Yeah. Again, I'm only leveling up Jarlaxle at the moment because they're the only one that contributes to my gold find. And right now, that's all I care about. Is making a lot of money. How many gems do I have? 181. Oh, yeah, that's not much. It's not much at all. Oh, I'm gem poor. I'm gem poor at the moment. Interesting is... Oh, no. I think all we've gotten rewards for so far are chests. Ooh, look, speaking of, we looted a silver chest. Good. We got a gear for 2 pieces of gear out of a silver chest. That was fantastic. Not opening the golds yet. I'm gonna follow the efficient pattern. I'm gonna try to get, before I open up any of the golds, I'm gonna try to get everybody to green or better. I mean, we've got some people with blues. They got blues out of silvers and electrums. Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna put in my chest code today. Nope, that's not That's Ricardoso's name. That's not the chess code. What's the code today? That's right. I copy-pasted their name to be able to give them their VIP. There we go. Sorry, Ricardoso, you are not a chess code, unfortunately. Also, there have been more combinations since the last time we played this account, so I'll go get those too. This is really key to getting a really solid start in the game as a new player, is getting as many of these chess codes as possible. So showing up for streams that offer chess codes, or just getting them all from the Discord. But really, showing up for helpful streams is going to help you a lot, but also get you chess codes. It's a double. It's a win-win. Win-win. Holidays. Grab that in a second, Delco. Hold on. Look at this. Look at how many chess codes came out since Wednesday. It's Friday, folks. It's Friday. We put them all in. We put them all in on Wednesday up until that point where we were on this while we were on the stream on Wednesday. Look at all of these. When I say they give out a lot of chess codes every week, I mean it. Look at this. Holy cow. I think this might be one we've already used. Yep. Okay. So there we go. 13 chess codes just in 2 days, in 48 hours. Oh, that's a lot. All right. Always, we're going to pop all of these. I'm not saving any of this. Oh, all the blues I got? No. Yeah, all the blues I got were potions. All right. Well, green gear for everybody is good. It's good. Anybody getting close to... Celeste is one item away. Oh, there's a Celeste code, isn't there? Isn't there like a Celeste starter pack code, folks? Somebody has that code that's still active. Shoot it my way. I saw people throwing it in chat yesterday. Am I redeeming all the permanent chess codes on the wiki? I haven't. I haven't gone there. That's what I was saying. Like, there's our goal. We completed our goal, but we're going to be pushing deep for favor. Hold on. Oh, that's the exact link I just went to, Laylokin. All right. If this is... Nope. That offer's expired. They should probably take that down. That one still works. That's the Celeste starter pack. That's fantastic. Oh my god, and we get a golden epic and all blue equipment? Oh, yes. So meta. Wow. Epically equipped, fully geared. Yay. Holy cow. Okay. That's a big one. That's a big one. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Why did that work? They didn't put in expiration dates. Oh no. Yeah, they should probably do that. Some of these they should probably actually. Oh wow. They should probably put expiration dates on. Hang on, I'll take them all. Nah, no, it's not really, actually. It's a little problematic. And again, we got 12 and 48 hours. I mean, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, some of these actually expiring. It would be fine. It would be fine. I was actually a little shocked that the Celeste one works for everyone. Now, it's supposed to be for a very specific group of players. Did the 2023 hidden combinations expire? They should have, because there should only be good in the year that the thing is for. Some of these chests, you know, it's like, should I even open them? Probably not. Like the gold spurt one. I mean, I'd like the consumables out of it, but... And some of these are... But Wakanda Forever is still there. Nice. Now that one they should leave forever because it's Wakanda Forever. I mean, come on. Come on. But yeah, if you're a new player, definitely hit up the combinations list in the Discord, also on the wiki. All of these, if they're still valid, it is, at the very least, even if you don't have the champions that they drop gear for, you're getting consumables out of it. So, okay. I'm just gonna try this. This one. This is the one that shouldn't work for everyone. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. Who's got a link to the 2023 hidden combinations list? Anybody? Alright, let's do the rest of these. Boom. Opened 50 chests. Nice. Excellent equip. Find 60 pieces of gear. Nice. These are the things we want. We raced right through some of those, and that's fantastic. Hitch Spurt Strix. Those are, you know what? These can be opened because I'm not going to get those champions for a long time. So I'll take the consumables in the meantime. No reason to wait on those consumables. Oh, there it is. Did I make a spreadsheet? Sure, and then I deleted it after we found them. Yeah, I don't know. Keep that stuff around. Once it's not useful anymore, it's done. This offer is expired. Yeah, so it was 2023 only. This is why people want a new combinations list. Okay, so I may have just completed some more things. Yes, collect a piece of equipment in each slot for one champion. That was Celeste. I can claim those. But guess what? This, new players, I'm sorry, right now, if this is the reward, it's not useful to you. It does absolutely nothing for you. They get spent right here in the Thean Enclave. But I just earned 250, and the cheapest thing to buy is 2,500, and that's not really where you want to spend them. Where you really kind of want to spend them is here, but then you won't even be able to use this because this is for epic equipment. So then you might want to save up for one of these, which is a golden epic piece of equipment, but like you may not even have these champions. So let's just store up those corrupted gems for now. Could use it on my Celeste. Yeah, technically, but I need 7,000 and I earned 250. Alright, I'm going to change this formation already. This is the pushing formation we're going to want once I level everybody up. What are we at? We're at 63 on click damage, so we're still clicking along just fine. This is the only kind of clicker part of this, unless you pop a fire breath potion, but we're not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna be doing that on this run. For the most part, I'm gonna save potions unless I know I'm doing a deep run. Deep runs are the places where I need the potions most early on. So We want to speed up that experience. We also want to give ourselves more power, more pushing power. And if I do pop anything smaller than an epic, I will do it towards the end of the run, even though it may seem like a waste, because it lasts an hour, but like Goldfind specifically is going to give us the most boost at the end of our run, so that's where we want it. Early on, as you can see, we're doing just fine. How many corrupted gems does this account have with the event going? None. We haven't been in a free play yet. Oh no, we haven't been in a free play yet. That was bad of me. I should have parked it in a free play just to kill some mind flayers and get some gems. Whoops. Yeah, if you have an emergence event going on, you want to at least do a free play long enough to kill yourself some mind flayers, and Mad Wizard is a great place to do it. A Mad Wizard free play, sitting on a portal, just turning auto progress off and just sitting on a portal will kill tons of them. But as this shows, there are over 7,000 available for me to get. I could get a nice potion, or pigment, excuse me. Okay, we're running out of power here, so I'm going to take the familiar and put it on the field. 3 familiars on the field is picking up all the loot now. We're in an ad break, but now I'm going to start leveling up my champions. I'm going to start with her tank to help keep everybody alive, because we just kind of got wrecked there on that boss. So the right-hand spec for Nayeli is the tanking spec. With Celeste, I'm 2 away from Nayeli, so I go right-hand spec here as well. So there's some tankiness and survivability. This is going to be some more survivability and shields, but I'm going to go College of Valor for pushing power. Brunar is going to go right-hand spec, Battle Master. The left-hand spec technically can build higher values, but you don't really do that early on in an account. We're going Dark Blessing. I'm not going to show off as or Makos farming. That's not going to be a thing. More daggers for now on Hitch. And then we're going to support Jarlaxle DPS with Dwarves and Elves. Dwarves and Elves for Ashara. Now Hitch, we got Hitch. Hitch was our first swap. That was from the newsletter. Obviously, you want to do that right away. Now we should be able to push. We'll easily be able to clear 100. How far we can clear 100 is going to be up to how efficiently we spend our gold going forward. We're still earning it fairly quickly right now. But targeting group upgrades, specializations, and major bonuses, you know, your DPS is always a priority, but everybody else you want to find, you want to just take them to the upgrades. Not necessarily just always hit the button when it's green. You want to try to time it so that they have enough to get to a major upgrade. We're going Moonbeam for Tyrell. Wild Shape is for tanking, but Tyrell's in the back, so we just want the buffing. We'll give him his ultimate. We'll give Makos their ultimate. Keep building into tankiness for Nayeli by trying to hit their upgrades. There we go. And this plus is always going to be on a tank. It's going to be health or healing. Plus is usually are either health or healing, so you might think of it as survivability. These little funky, the sword, it means it's a damage boost that's like for everyone. And then this little icon means it's upgrading one of their abilities. Whereas the plain sword just means it's their self damage, and that isn't important on. That's important for your DPS champion. We're building this formation around making Jarlaxle do all of the damage. Yeah, he's doing 100% of the damage. So hitting self-damage bonuses on other champions doesn't really do anything for your party. Like squared. Do legendaries also apply to the champion you put them on? Yes. Yeah, legendaries tend to be... well, maybe. Maybe. Depends on the legendary and what it says. So we're a ways away from legendaries. But if it says all champions... Like if it's a DPS champion... A pure DPS champion like Jarlaxle, well, yeah. They're DPS gold, but If it's a DPS champion, all the legendaries will affect them. If it's a support champion, then it depends on what the legendary effect says. So if it says, raises the damage of all champions based on something, then yes. But if it says it's only for a specific group of champions and they're not in that group, then no, because they're support, so they offer support. They don't necessarily need the damage themselves. That's why a lot of people, when they first start putting legendaries on people, they'll get legendaries on their DPS first, because they know no matter how the legendary effect rolls, it's always going to be beneficial for that DPS. I'm upgrading a bit inefficiently, but that's because I know I'm still in a place where I can earn a lot of gold. So it's going to all even out here in a bit, just fine. Yeah, and the same goes for pigments, like legendaries and pigments. Pigments will apply, all pigments apply to the champion that they're put on. And if the pigment is a support pigment, it's going to apply to everyone else as well. But like damage, the DPS pigments and the taking pigments only apply to the champion they're on. And we have yet to see a healing pigment. Actually arrive in the game. I mean, I think people have probably seen them in the data files, but where are we at? We need 160. She needs like 365. Oh, 345. Go there next. The Fission upgrade is looking where they're at. So we're at 345. What's the next major upgrade that's going to help the group? It's going to be 400. So I really don't want to level them up until I can take them straight to 400. All double up arrows is going to show me is the next upgrade, though. So I can guess based off what I know on the game, or I can switch it over to 100 and see if I need 400. I would need 55 levels to get Calliope to 400. The number in parentheses is how many levels I could buy with the gold I have right now. So once that gets to, I call it the bank. So I'm going to bank levels, and once that gets to 55, I know I can just upgrade Calliope all the way to the next boost, right? We've got other upgrades we can do, but before that, like I think Jarlaxle will probably hit his upgrade before we get Calliope anywhere near 400, though. And we've never seen a slot 12 open up so far. I mean, we only did the tutorial and 2 adventures, but we should see Archon show his face today at some point. Hey, we unlocked a feat slot for Celeste before Brunor. Wow, I should have upgraded Brunor first. All right, so we have 1 feat slot assigned. The next one comes at 840. We have a choice between damage of all champions or healing. Right now I'm going to go for damage. If it turns out survivability is a problem for us in our progression, I will swap it for... I will just do this and I'll swap it. Right? But for now, that's good. What's Brunor's? Oh, I just need 1 more upgrade. Brunor can be 10% damage to everybody, 20% bonus to their buff, or they have a tanking feat, but they're not a tank. So we want the bigger number. We want 20% to their buff instead of 10% to just generally. To just general stuff. We're not going to be buying any feats right away. This is a waste of our gems early on. If we're lucky, we'll get some out of gold chests, but I'm not going to be buying any. Hey, we got another gold feat. Or achievement, excuse me. We got another gold achievement. We're flying through these levels. Alright, let's go see. What did that get us? Hey, it got us more corrupted gems. Alright. Can't do anything with them yet. Can't do anything with them yet. So just going to have to hold on to those. Up to 963 gems on this run because we opened all those Electrums, folks. Man, there's see, this is where you're like, oh, should I save up? The next familiar is what we would be purchasing if we were saving. We're not going to be getting a lot of Electrum gems today. So I'm just buying a bunch of silver chests. I'm buying silver chests because that's power immediately. This is immediate power for progression. Got some duplicates. Duplicate gear makes the enemy already having the slot more powerful. Yes, thank you for explaining that, Bruno. You hadn't done that yet. Awesome. All right. How are we doing? We got a lot more gear now. Bruno's only missing one. And he's missing two. Jarlaxle's only missing one. Calliope, geared up. Ashara's missing one. Mint's one. Hitch is all geared up. Makos is all geared up. Tyrell's only missing one. Jamila's only missing one. This is good. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. We want to get everything to green or better via those silver chests. So we are on our way. We're well on our way. Every boss we kill gets us more gems. Alright. What is this doing? I'm like, oh, what was I doing with this other game client over here? Oh, yeah. Whoops. Forgot about that. Alright. I think especially early on for guide quests, it should award normal green gems instead of corrupted. Yeah, Letioth, I gave that feedback straight to the designer. Straight to the designer. Yeah. The most particular drow. Activate both of Jarlaxle's damage boosting formation abilities at the same time. This is a Jarlaxle specific achievement that we just got. Achievements like that give you like a 1% boost to all champions damage. I'd show you that in the achievement dialogue, but for some reason the new achievement dialogue doesn't show that to people. I told them that, and that's missing too. If we go here, where is it? I don't see it. It used to do it down at the bottom, so they have to add it in somewhere. But yeah, that was a champion specific achievement. We got Brunner's and we got Jarlaxle's here. Get us a... Wait, hold on. Yeah, see, it says champion damage 1%. 1%. But we don't have a total anywhere currently. What does this keep saying? Oh, we got something else. To use equipment in each slot for 5 champions. Hey, more corrupted gems. Awesome. With 25 silver chests. Yay, more corrupted gems. Okay. So now what? Did we get any new? Oh, okay. So then it goes to 10. With a bigger reward. Okay. Epic equipment. Okay. Collect 50 feats. Wow. We'll do this primarily just by, hopefully, unlocking champions. Should all have a couple. Because I don't want to spend gems on feats right now. Thank you very much. No, thank you. There's Calliope's upgrade. And now she gets a feat. We're going to go 10% damage. Jarlaxle gets one too. I missed it. We're going to go gold find. I know it's tempting to be like 30% damage. You said take the bigger number. Ultimately, this is the bigger number because the more gold we get, the more upgrades we can give the champion. This is better. This is better. This is a lot better. Alright. 275. We can get there, right? Yep, there we go. Oh, got all the way to 280. Calliope. Or, excuse me, Celeste. For 55. Okay, Brunner wants like 800, right? We don't have anything in the middle yet. What's Hitch got coming next? 340. Wow, over 100 to get to his next one. 45 for Makos. We can do that. 200. Okay, I'm gonna unlock this to see. Oh yeah, we have enough to get him to 200. The Shara got 160 for the bonds. There we go. Alright, now we just need to bank a lot more levels. Bank a lot more levels. Hey, we can see Archon down there. Yeah, there's our full bench, all 12 slots. What about Delana? I mean, Delana's here. I mean, what's her gear like? Oh, she got a good drops on gear. She's almost full green. Did I watch the credits? We did. We watched that last time. I will not be buying gold chests yet. I know that's the next achievement, but no. It opened some. Got some, but again, I'm trying to be... so we're almost to the 25 we would need to open. It is opening them that gives us stuff, right? Hold on. Open them. Okay, good. So we've got 21 gold chests already, so we're not going to spend any gems on gold chests. We're going to spend our gems on silvers to try to get us to green gear or better. That's because golds will guarantee us an upgrade to blue if we're already at green. But if we're not already at green, it might give us a green, and that would be a waste of gems because gold chests are 10 times more expensive than silvers, so it's better to roll the dice on a silver trying to get greens than just buy a gold to be efficient. And I don't need to really rush into the power from gold chests. We're doing great right now, pushing along. Yeah, haven't run into any issues yet. 250 is the next upgrade for Tyrell. Is it 450 for alright? 455. Alright. Celeste will get the next dump of gold. Shara's nothing until 205. Ooh, there we go. Boom. So here's what we're looking at. I know they give you these numbers up here, folks, and there's a lot of data here, and ignore it. It lies. Ignore it, it lies. And here I will explain. Base DPS. It says I am a static version of your base DPS. I am not dynamically affected by timed or random events, stacking, or enemy debuffs. Instead, I use static modifiers to represent those upgrades. I may not fully reflect total damage done to enemies. No, that doesn't at all. Don't look at it. It's a liar. And this is an average, which is not much better than that. So these numbers, don't use these, or these down here. Use this. Bud. It's your buddy. It is literally the largest hit that has recently happened, divided by one of your champions, divided by their attack speed to give you your actual DPS. This is the number you want to look at. Compared to this number, how far you're pushing. Those two numbers together are the most important numbers for determining how good your formation is. Anything else could potentially just be lying to you. We don't like liars around here. Alright. So, I had to open that up. 340, okay. Gotta wait a little bit for Hitch's next upgrade, but that should be a good one. Nile got a feat. We're gonna go damage all champions at the moment, but actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go health. I'm gonna prep for the fact that she's gonna have to soak up some damage in a bit. She's already got a 20 overwhelm. This is a tanking stat. This helps reduce if there's less than 20 enemies, you're just taking straight damage. If there's more than 20 enemies, you take a multiplier based off the total number of damage, like increased damage based off the total number attacking you. So the second you get to 21 enemies hitting her at once, she starts seriously taking damage. Right now we're going to bleed this off by giving her more health, which should be the problem we run into. It's just that she doesn't have enough health. Not that her overwhelm is a problem, but we'll keep an eye on it. If it turns out that it's just that, you know, the extra enemies are killing her, we can swap it for this +5 overwhelm feat. There we go. Now we can get Hitch up to his upgrade, and Hitch gets a feat now. We're going to boost Hitch's Ricochet. That's applying to his main buff. So that's what we want to give the feat for. Now, what was I looking at? What is her next upgrade? 300. Excellent. We are almost there. Yep, right there. Right there. Maggie Jess, is there a beneficial time to open silver chests on well-established accounts? Like if you have blues on all champions or better. So I save, on my main account, I save my silvers, because I am blue or better on everything. I save my regular silvers, just because it's a habit. I save them for the first run of an event. It's a good habit to get into on a new player account when you're, once you have blue or better and silvers just accrue. Opening them on your first run of an event, like when you've hit your first wall, because they drop gold, it might get you a few more upgrades to push a little further. So silvers and bounty contracts I pop usually on a new account on first deep run, which is usually the first one. Like just to start that snowball. You're trying to start a favor snowball. I try to start it quickly that way. They don't really help you much if you use them on later runs. For whatever reason, I tested this a lot back when I first started this game. Like, where do I efficiently? What's the best place and best time for me to use silvers and bounty contracts in an event? And it came down to the very first run, and so I still do that to this day, even though I don't need it on my main account at all. I don't need that help on my main account, but it's still a habit. I still do it. Forgot we got a bunch of patron chests. Yeah, if you hit the claim all on the collection screen and you were an established account, you got a lot of patron chests. And if you are not full epic, there's a bunch of help right there. There's a bunch of help. Okay, what do we need? 475, I think, for her. Yes. See, I remember some of these upgrade breakpoints. Just not all of them. 205. That's a ways. That's a ways. Mako 65. 30. Okay. Now I know that you might be tempted to bring in Jamila or Archon because you're like, well, they're further down. They're going to be powerful, right? No. No, they're not. No, they're not. Jamila currently isn't in a great state. If she got some sweet gear, you might consider it. Like way better than somebody else. You might consider it, but she is a pure DPS. Our DPS is already Jarlaxle. Archon is DPS tank. We already have a tank in Nayeli. And she's going to do a better job than Archon is. So this is the starter new player formation. Hey, Shevik. The Events 2.0 blog drops in supposedly about 5 minutes, Shevik. We'll be doing a live read. The speed blog. Nope, that was 2022. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. It never arrived. Alright. 475 now on Calliope. So the key here is when I'm going to upgrade, I know I have it on X100, but when I go to upgrade, I hold Alt and Shift, and that effectively does level to the next upgrade and buy the upgrade. So I'm doing efficient upgrade. I'm just keeping it unlocked at X100, but it's giving me the functionality of this as I press the button by holding Alt and Shift. The speed blog was so fast we all missed it. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, see, I think I need 500 now for her. Yeah, we'll get Cure Wounds at 490, but the buff is at 500. We aren't killing everything. This is kind of the downside of Jarlaxle DPS, is he doesn't clear your tank. He only attacks the furthest enemies, so your tank can take a bit of a beating. But that's what ultimates are for if it's becoming too much of a problem. You can always just pop an ultimate and clear off your tank line. Come on, there we go. Got us all the way to Ashara's Bond, and now Ashara gets a feat. 10% damage all champions is what we want, because Ashara is not our DPS right now. She is not our DPS. The tip, do not accidentally press F4 whilst holding Alt. Yes. Don't do that. Oh yeah, in Monto. Yeah, we do the tutorial show, and then occasionally we go back and we do the same topic, but we call it Revisited, and we use that same topic no matter how many times we revisit it, just so that people know, hey, this is an updated version, because something's changed, or it's just been a while, and we want to like refresh people's knowledge. Like maybe there's a lot of new players in the game, and you know, they haven't delved into that topic before, so we like to hit that up again on the CNA Games YouTube channel. Hit 2001 this week, Sonata. Nice. Nice. All right, now we get a feat for Tyrell. Tyrell's in the back. He likes it like that. We don't want healing. We're not using him as a healer. We don't want health because we're not using him as a tank. So we want to go selflessness. Excuse me, selfishness. No, that's Jarlaxle. Jarlaxle's the selfish one. All right. Gertis' new player, this is looking very similar to my starter. It should. If anything is going to change, it's going to be the layout of the formation. This is an optimized formation layout for a starting player. Yeah, and it's entirely free to play, so I only got 3 familiars. But yeah, everything should look exactly like what a new player would be experiencing if they build a good solid formation. What are we at? Oh, huge favor game, which is to be expected. We're going to be pulling in, so far, EO5 favor. I expect that number to go way up. We'll see. I expect EO6 out of this, if I'm being honest, but I don't know. It's been a while. So since I've done a new player account, I might be overshooting my expectations. Hey, Lurking Rider. I like that you talk through the options, what you pick, what you do. Yeah, I mean, on this... Oh, we died. I know, I was just talking about how I expect to go real far, and then I died. On this account specifically, because I want to upload these in just... Like, this Beast Intention run is going to be its own experience, or own little video on YouTube. So, you know, I want to make sure that if new players are looking for help with it or whatever, that they're also getting the help they need with making the decisions. Down here. So we were building up way too many enemies. Jarlaxle was not killing anything. That means we need to clear our waves with ultimates like that. But those are huge cooldown timers early on. So right now I'm going to focus on just trying to give Jarlaxle his next upgrade. It's going to be triple damage. Hopefully that'll let him start popping these pinatas. These loot pinatas. That'd be nice. We're going to have to ult again. We're going to use Mako's Circle of Death. And blew them all up. Didn't show on the screen, but it did blow them all up. Neat. I'm not getting the pop right away, but there it is. We just had to build up a couple extra enemies on Nayeli. That actually gives you a bigger buff from Nayeli. And now Jarlaxle's back to pop and loot pinatas. Alright, we're going to aim for some more survivability from Celeste. That is a thing. Healing is a thing as a new player, not so much later on. Just switch to tierless tank and Jarlaxle in the center to get surrounded by more characters. You can, once you get high enough. It's, you know, you need somebody, I feel like you need somebody other than Nayeli then. In slot 3, or just in general to support your team. She's okay on her own, like in left spec, not being the tank and buffing. But there are definitely better options that exist if you can get some swaps. You can get some swaps. I feel like Makos may be the next upgrade here for power. But we are at a good place here where we're sustaining. Our green numbers are bigger than our red numbers, which is what we want to see for sustained clear. So it doesn't matter that there's a wall there. If we pull this up, we can see our health is just staying pretty good. The shields from Calliope are kicking in like they should. Then there's a little healing, and then the shield's back. So this is a great sustained farm. The thing about sustained farms, though, you don't really want to be here. You want to be pushing. You don't want to just be sitting and sustaining a farm. We're not really gaining much ground. We just ticked from 683 to 684. It's going up a little, but we want that going faster towards EO6. So we want to find some upgrades that are going to let us push further. I know this is his healing. I don't care about his healing. He's in the back. He's not healing the people taking damage. We need 20 levels here. We need to get to 65 to get a triple damage boost for Makos. And we have an ad break. I need 20 levels for a small boost on Hitch. Let's do that one right now. Don't care about this. This is a buff only for Ashara. And Nile gets more tanky at 320. We'll do that next, because I want to bump up a level. I want to go to 144, and I want to farm there. Oh, the blog's up. Hold on. We'll read that after the ad break's over. Got about 20 seconds. We'll be back from an ad break, folks, on Twitch. I don't like to answer questions or do stuff during an ad break if I can help it, because I don't want people to miss it when we're live streaming. All right, we should be back. Let me hit up. We've got a blog to read, but while we're getting a little farm on here, hit up these last questions. Rob Ironworld, do you think it's better to keep the count levels pretty consistent across the board? Or the item levels, I think is what we're talking about. With just a few exceptions, like Briv. Or just focus on your primary party and not worry about the others as much. It depends on what you're doing. I mean, I think you're... I'll put this in my Blacksmithing Contracts 101 guide. Priorities, I feel like, should be your speed champions first, so that you can gem farm and create lots more blacksmithing contracts. So that should be your first target. Second target is any mathematically overpowered champions that you're using in your pushing group. And those are the ones that have multiplicatively stacking abilities with item support that buffs the pre-stack modifier. We call that a mop. Mathematically overpowered. That's a mop ability. So that champion mops. Any champion that mops, will help you clean up, right, on a level. So you want to put some item levels into them first. They might be the first ones you want to get to 100. Technically, you're going to want to take them well past that, but those should be your next priority. And then get everybody up to like an average item level 100 over time. But if you focus on your speed champions first and your mop champions, you'll be able to push deep in adventures as well as go fast for gem farming. And then you can worry about, you'll need to level the others up to average item level 100 as a start over time, so that they'll have power to help you in variance. But it doesn't necessarily have to be your first target. Lurking Rider, a new hat today. What's the image on it? This is my Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning hat. So this is the war logo from back in the day. The potato means the stream resolution is blurry for me. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's I don't know. It's a they had a unique logo here. See, so there's a W, an A, and an R, but it's like an orc skull. That was a pretty cool logo. It's a pretty cool logo. I have a lot of war swag. I was a war blogger for years, so I got lots of free stuff. This is one of the things I still wear. I also have some shirts. I think I wore most of them out though. Let's see if we can take this boss out with ultimates. Let's see if we can get past 145. I would like another. Oh no, that did no damage whatsoever. Oh, Jarlaxle. Oh no. Yeah, we're taking out the little friends, but I don't like that actually. A little more damage. A little more damage. Okay. We're going to let this boss powering up is a good thing and a bad thing. It's doing more damage to us, but it's also giving us more damage based off how it's buffing. Nightly buffs based off the number of enemies attacking and rage timers. So we're going to walk a fine line here. We're going to lock him down, and then I'm going to unleash everything, and hopefully... Oh, dang it. Nope. I didn't quite... Oh, we locked it up. This is a bug. They're stun locked. They're going to sit there, and we're going to kill them. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. There we go. On baby, I'm kind of new to the game. Welcome. I did like Briv very much, but I couldn't figure out how to stack Briv steel bones efficiently. There isn't I mean, for Briv, when you're starting, you just use Briv and you push Briv with Briv. The stacks stack up just by being hit. So if you're just doing short runs to, like, if this says complete area 50 and you're just going to that area and completing and nothing's touching you, you get no stacks. So Briv rewards you for pushing deep by giving you more buffs on that run, but then speed on the next run. So you're probably using Briv just fine. It's just if you're trying to, like, gem farm with Briv, that's a whole other thing. That's like a mid to end game thing that requires a lot of knowledge. Yeah, but just to use Briv, you just use Briv. Pushing deep gets you hit. Getting hit gives you speed on your next run. Let me see. Any other questions before I dive into the blog? And yeah, we try to be helpful on Vimy. That was a war blogger. Context is important for this one. Yes. Yes, no. Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning blogger, but they were called war bloggers. All right, let me dive into this Events 2.0 preview blog. Let's see if it tells me anything I didn't already know. The goals are give players more choice over which champions appear in events, increase the depth of events with additional goals and rewards, and give more opportunities to update champions outside of seasons, since seasons have gone on hiatus, which means pause. Events now go from 12 to 21 days. They start on the first Wednesday of each month and run for 3 weeks. Content updates still happen on the Wednesdays outside of events. That means there's only going to be 12 events now instead of 17, so they'll be consolidating champions into the 12 different events. So long term, they will retire Midwinter, Greengrass, The Running, Midsummer, and Bright Swords. But there will still be a Greengrass this year just because of timing. So featured champions. Oh, we get a reveal. Our first 2 featured champions, folks, are going to be the Dark Urge from Baldur's Gate 3 and Dadius the Scarlet. Dadius is getting a rework. I like this interface. Yeah, Onyx, that's what I'm looking at here. Let me post it in chat again. Yeah, let's see. So yeah, usually it's going to be 1 new champion, 1 rework champion, but sometimes it'll be 2 rework champions, and sometimes it'll be 2 new champions. Yeah. I've been waiting for the Dark Urge. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what they did, but when they told me what they were thinking of, I was like, oh, and they need this, and they need this, and they need this. Because it was all I was doing my Dark Urge run. We'll see what makes it into the game. I know one of the things I was really, really rooting for is in, and maybe a second one. There were two like key things for me for the Dark Urge. And once the Dark Urge comes out and we get a look, we'll talk about them. But well, I guess I can say them right now. Because I don't know if these made it in. I think they may have. One of the things I wanted for the Dark Urge was that his butler made an appearance in the game somehow. Because oh my god, his butler, so creepy, so great. And the other thing is, a certain person's hand. I was like, you gotta. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So we'll see what happens. So excited for the Dark Urge. Darius is a longtime champion. Darius has been around a while. A long time. And has always just been kind of like they've been this magic champion that can be DPS or support, and they have an interesting support ability. It's unique in the sense that it's the only one that can buff across gaps. But they just didn't have a whole lot to offer and make them like worthwhile to use regularly. And so hopefully this rework is a good idea. We'll see the champion spotlights on Monday and Tuesday. We'll read those on the streams on Monday and Tuesday. All right, so what else we got here? Dismantles are going to be offered for rework champions. So Daddies will get a full dismantle. However, and this is new, the dismantle option ends if you buy chests for Daddies with event tokens. That is telling them you accept Daddies like they are and don't want to dismantle. So if you're going to dismantle Daddies, do it before you spend any tokens on chests. Yeah, okay. Flex slots. So those are the two guaranteed champions. The other, you get 3 flex slots. One's going to open pretty much right away. Hold up. This is not where they changed this. Hold on. This changed it. This changed. I'm not sure how I feel about it. In addition to the 2 feature champions event, everyone will access to 3 flex slots. Okay. Flex slots allow players to select additional champions and unlock and earn equipment for each event, blah, 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 from the pool of champions. Yeah, so any of the past champions from that event and maybe a couple from surrounding events will be available, and you get to pick 3. One is open right away with Daddy. You'll have the Dark Urge Daddies and a flex slot that you can fill with anyone you want. I think everyone's probably going to choose Briv. If they don't have Briv, I think Briv's available this event. Hold on, do they tell us? They don't tell us. I think Briv's are probably available this event. Then the week after that, another slot opens, and the week after that, another slot opens. So you're guaranteed to 5 champions now. But what they changed is there's also a supporter slot available. It's an additional flex slot, so that would the potential to have 6 flex slots, but you only open it if you make an in-game purchase of a specially marked event-related DLC during the event. So, yeah, if you support the game, they're going to give the option to unlock yet another champion, which, I figured there was some kind of new monetization had to come in somehow, and there always is in any system. It's how you keep a free-to-play game alive. But yeah, getting 5 free champions if you're new, or 1 new champion and a rework if you're not. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a decent option. I was just worried the way they have the picture thing. I thought they took away one of the free ones, but they didn't. They added. Event tiers and rewards. This is another thing. Before, you had 3 variants, and that was it. 75, 125, and 175 were the area goals. Now that is tier 1. Then there's tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4, and they have increasingly higher goal levels, but continued rewards and bonus rewards. Super neat. I'm really looking forward to this part. I know some people hate it. Some people are like, I went from 100% completion on my account. Now it's going to take me so long to get 100% completion again. It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's a very privileged problem. As someone who's been playing this game, I'm in the same position, and I'm excited for this. So I don't know what to tell you. There are 4 events in tiers in total. You can get more gold chests from them. They also unlock event buffs. If you were around for seasons, you get the idea. There's going to be buffs for certain champions, and they last for 60 days from the start of the event they unlock in. Wow. So they're around for a while. Even when the event ends, you still get buffs for that champion. Some event tiers may also reward unique feats and special consumable items. Not all champions? Not all champions? What? Will initially launch with these additional rewards? What? However, feature champions will all have them. What? Why not? Event tiers do not reset between events. So once you do them once and then they're done. So permanent progression. Yeah, okay. And quality of life updates. This is what I've been waiting for, because they talked about some things that might be in. Now we get to see. So, bounty contracts, once events 2.0 start, not right now. Do not open bounty contracts, unless you want to use them in this event, but not right now. Once event 2.0 starts, bounty contracts used outside of events will award event tokens for the next event. Event adventures, variants, and free plays no longer cost event tokens to start. That's the big one. Event tokens are now only used to purchase event chests directly, so you don't gotta grind free plays to get extra chests. It is my understanding, it doesn't say it here, it is my understanding that an event chest pack, will have 3 chests. It'll have 2 silvers and 1 gold. And it'll be 7,500 tokens, which is the average, because it was always a 1 in 3 chance to get a gold. It's giving you that average, that perfect average, for the max cost of a free play. Event tokens left over once an event ends will automatically be converted to chests at random. It doesn't say at random, but it's at random. As long as you have more than 7,500 tokens, they're going to just buy you chest packs for the champions at random. If you don't want randomness, buy your own stuff before the event ends. Retired champions may come out of retirement. Yeah, see? This is why we never should have used that term, retired. And event boons are granted to players who purchase specially marked event-related DLC during an event. Interesting. There are 4 tiers of event boons that offer buffs to champion damage, gold find, champion health, click damage, and speed. Holy cow. Yeah. These buffs increase with each tier of event boon. Additionally, the first purchase that grants an event boon will also unlock the supporter slot. So yeah, more of the monetization, but boy, they're going big on it. They're going big on it. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's see if we can get... Just got a gold upgrade for Jarlaxle, so we're not doing any more damage. Let's take a look now. Is there anybody who can get us a damage upgrade? 360, no. God, he doesn't get anything until 490. Hitch is done for this push. Makos at 65. He's real close. Let's go all in on Makos. We want that next. The next upgrade. Also, we get a feat for him. We're going gold find. I know we might be tempted to put all champs damage, but we want the gold find because gold find is going to get us more of what we actually want. Give me a second. I will go back and catch up on any chat I missed while I was reading that as well. Rabbi and Wolf, is there an active bug on bosses where everything is going well, their health is dropping, then all of a sudden with like a quarter health left on the final bar, it just stops and sits there? I see. My thing is I don't know if that's necessarily a bug. I would need to know more about what's going on, but the first thing I would presume from that is that maybe you like if the other enemies were alive, and then you killed all of those enemies, you just lost a bunch of tanking buffs, because you get a buff based off the number of enemies you're tanking as well as enrage slots, and you just need to see if you can live to the enrage point now that makes up for that to get that damage back. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on there. Darius rework is news to me. I mean, yeah, that's why I don't. If you don't read spoilers, you don't know what's coming, right? I like to be surprised. Unfortunately, I don't get to be surprised by a lot of things anymore. I knew he was coming a while back. Safe to assume he isn't going to take a spot back from Valentine and Artemis? Oh, I don't know. I don't know that anything's safe until you see what they turn him into. Yeah, but he doesn't need to. That's the thing. If you base all of your value statements off of what's good with Artemis, or is someone better than Artemis, then you're going to be disappointed the vast majority of the time. Because Artemis is an unresolved problem in Idle Champions. Sugar Daddy's skin, please. Hey, look, I remember when he came out, I think that one of the codes was "Who's your daddy?" So they're "Who's your daddy?" is, I think, is what it was. So they're probably open to it. Oh God, can't sustain the kills there. Where are we at? We got to the EO6 I wanted. Dark Earth should randomly kick distractions. That's funny. I did see the spoiler thing. I read it off the other day on the Reddit Q&A. Yeah, it's like it's very much if you know, you know. Yeah, the image in the blog was not the best for showing the flex slots. It should have shown the 3 free flex slots plus the supporter slot. Then I wouldn't have gotten confused by the image. Because I really did get confused by the image. I was like, oh, they did not. And no, they did not. I was like, whoa, that's going to be bad. If all event champions will have support packs, so you can buy a pack potentially for the champion you're going to be using the slot. I hope. I mean, that would be the dream, right? But with the first event, I'm not sure if it's going to happen with the first event, right? Buy a skin for a non-flex slot champion, use a paid flex for someone else. You can't, because it's specifically Strider. It specifically says you would have to buy a pack for especially marked DLC, which most likely would be for the champions that are available in that event. I'm guessing. Again, that's a guess based off the way they phrased it. We'll see. We'll see what they mark. Yeah, I mean, you're buying the DLC, and one of the bonuses is getting another flex slot. They should give us a window. I think everybody always wanted a window just to keep buying stuff after an event ended. I'm not sure why they weren't okay with that. I mean, they do it for emergence, so we know it's possible. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, move in the right direction, but some little things are like, doesn't give me anything I want. I need more than 500. 510? 490 is Song of Protection. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's do that. Then it's 5-something. 525 for Bardic Inspiration. Okay. Song of Protection made those shields a little better, so we'll see if that helps survivability. Let's try again. Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is So the way I look at the new kind of way they're doing the currency, like at the end, is, I mean, a lot of us would burn currency, Sunday or Monday, just to try to get our free plays in. Well, now you don't have to worry about the time. You just have to open it up and click the button and buy the stuff. And if you forget to do that, kind of on you. Why is this only showing me one upcoming upgrade? Doesn't make any sense. Now we get the rest. Oh, no, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why? Even though it's that far away. Tyrell isn't going to help us out anymore on this run. Yeah, we're kind of in the upgrade desert. We finished it, but then we died. We finished it, and then we died. Let's try the next one. Last thing you were surprised by was Narak's butchering. Too soon? It will always be too soon. They massacred my boy. J-Dog, was there a Season 8 lineup of champions that you knew about that they trash canned, or did that never get set up? I'm not sure I can answer that question. You got to understand, they were, seasons get planned out a very long way in advance. Like, they did make decisions about who's going to be in a season months and months and months in advance. So was there a group that they were thinking about having a season for? Sure. But then a decision was made that, they were looking at it, as they stated publicly, they were looking at the way seasons were working and how people were interacting with them, and people weren't super enjoying it. So they decided to change, and that meant, that went away. But it was never made. I don't think it was ever made, right? I think they made that decision. Feels like they made that decision well before they started any kind of work on that season, right? And instead they invested their time and energy into Events 2.0. This is my understanding, but you would have to ask them for that. But I like what they're going forward with better than seasons, personally. Do you know, can you share which spot we have Monday and which we Tuesday? I have no idea. Tree Tank, I have no idea. I would. So here's what I can tell you, Tree Tank. I spent most of the last decade working for video game studios or video game industry related companies doing community management. If I were the one dropping stuff, working with marketing and if I were the one dropping stuff, I would drop the Dark Urge on Monday and Dadius on Tuesday, because I would drop the new hotness first and the rework second. That's me. They might do it the other way around. They might go, hey, Dadius rework, and then do Dark Urge hype. I don't know. I don't know what their what their actual marketing plan is, but I would drop the new hotness first, because a rework is cool, but it's a rework, right? It's a champion we already know about. But yeah, if they do it backwards, that's fine. But yeah, they don't tell me any of that. J-Dog says the blog for the rework champion will be on Monday, while the new champion will be on Tuesday. See, they're doing the exact opposite of what I would do. So, but that's fine, because here's the thing: Idle Champions community management is under their marketing wing, so marketing drives everything that they do, basically. Whereas I have more experience with community management that is its own separate pillar of a company. I think the two have related roles, but one shouldn't be under the other. So they're doing it from a marketing perspective, clearly, whereas I'm doing it from a community perspective. Date did I learn season was? I don't know why that matters. So again, that's probably more in the not information I can share category. Regis 2K, I'm a bit confused on how the Briv jumping works. When I want a Briv to jump from 1 to 6 to 11, do I need a 4 or 5 jump Briv? 4. That's a 4 jump. That's a 4 jump or 4 skip Briv, however you want to refer to it. Because what happens is if you're on Area 1, you complete Area 1, and instead of moving to Area 2, you skip over 4 areas. So you skip 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you land on 6. That's what it means to skip or jump. You're either skipping or jumping the number after you've completed. So you complete 1, and you skip over 2, 3, 4, 5, and land on 6. That's a 4 skip Briv. Merge them together into a single champion. The Daddy Urge. Oh no. Oh no. I think they'd probably lean more into Dark Scarlet. All right, we are at a wall effectively. I was delayed by reading some stuff, but I could make some upgrades. It would not help us go further, and we are not earning enough gold to go further. So normally you would not want to spend more than 15 minutes at a wall. I think I spent a little more than that because we were reading the blog. I have the EO6 favor. I don't want to spend a lot of time here though, even though you see my percentage ticking up pretty quickly. Don't care. I want to get into a new run and use this multiplier to earn me more favor. So we're going to bounce. Seasoned Adventurer. Complete 4 unique adventures. Nice. I earned EO6 favor. That's up from the EO4 we had before. Now that you've been on a couple of adventures, your champions are ready to expand their horizons a bit. You can now start adventuring in Tomb of Annihilation campaign. Don't do it. It's a trap. This campaign unlocks new adventures and an all-new map with new locations and new formation. Great. I'm going back to Sword Coast. I'm just staying here. Thanks. Okay, next up is Terror in the Dark. However, it's locked. See how it's got a lock symbol on it? We can't actually do it yet. Because if we look up here, the red X's must have completed 11 Grand Tour adventures or variants. We've only completed 4. This is early on